Welcome to Get Motivated Tutoring Services. My name is Michael Nearing. I am the owner and founder of Get Motivated Tutoring Services. I am so excited that you took the time to learn about how high school tutor mentors can make an impact in your students' academic success. I have seen this in my own classroom firsthand. I would like to tell you about one of my students and the direct impact a high school tutor mentor had on his success. His name is Emerson. He was in my Algebra 1 class. Emerson was a good student. He paid attention in class, did most of his homework assignments, and did what he could to get a good grade. His scores and participation were about average. He would answer when called upon, but rarely offered answers willingly. Then he started working with a high school tutor mentor, and things began to change. The first positive change that I noticed in Emerson was higher scores on his math tests. He was scoring better than he ever had. He would get near perfects on his tests, and the mistakes that he did make were not content related. He was understanding the material being taught. Little did I know that this was just the start of positive changes I was going to see in Emerson. The second positive change I noticed was in his motivation. He proactively asked me about future assignments, due dates, and work he could do to improve. Tasting a high level of success in math for the first time in his life, Emerson's motivation was high. He was excited to be in class, and this excitement even spread to other students. Emerson's peers began to realize that he knew the answers, and they would often go to him for help. He was now a valued team member when group assignments were given. Through all of this, I watched Emerson's confidence soar. He now willingly offered answers to questions during classroom instruction. He was often the first one done with his classwork. I remember the first time he came to me as his teacher, told me he had completed his work, and asked if there were any other students he could help. Just as his tutor mentor had been guiding him, Emerson was now guiding other students. It was amazing for me as his teacher to watch him first improve in his content knowledge, and then his motivation, and then his confidence. Through the work he had done with his tutor mentor, he had gone from being an average student to one that knows all the answers. As his teacher, at this point, I hadn't even known what was the cause of all this. I began to ask Emerson and search for the reasons what had caused his academic success. Everything pointed to the work he had done with his tutor mentor. While not all students experience exactly the same results as Emerson did, these results are typical. Since working with Emerson, I have personally seen student after student improve in subject knowledge, confidence, and motivation by working with a high school tutor mentor. Thank you for taking the time to learn about how a high school tutor mentor can make an impact on your students' academic success.